Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Brittany. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. You know your girl posts frequently. Let's get into our theme song. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing the Dougie bow. Our Dougie yo into this video. Click the link. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, come without further ado. Let's get into this episode. So we are doing Love and War, episode 9. Now, I'm going to go and say this. Y'all are making this the Ant Show, okay? Last week was the best episode. This episode was the worst. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I think I'm going to get through this video very quickly just because it was so boring. It was boring. I'm tired of the same people getting into it over and over and over and over and over again. I don't care about Landon and Ant fighting. I don't care. It's not entertaining to me. It's not. It's really giving. Landon is, I ain't gonna say bullying, but he picking at Ant so much. It's just like, oh my God, like, you know, you can beat him up. Like, shut up. I don't care. I'm tired of the whole, is Shaba and Ant really together? Like, we know what we know. And y'all being like, come on, you just need to tell us. Like, y'all already know. Y'all already know. So why do we care? You know? Mind you, because of the information that we have now, with, you know, Ant letting us know like what he is, living his truth, whatever. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't. I'm just over the show at this point. Ivory jumping in some. I'm like, I'm just over it. Her, y'all know what y'all sign up for. I'm like, I like Ivory on baddies. This Ivory is like a lot. She do too much. Like, ugh, it's annoying. So this wasn't a great episode to me. It was boo-boo. I am understanding why it took them so long to put it out, because they knew it really wasn't an amazing show, you know, and that's why they went ahead and just threw Mean Girls out there, because they like, no, we have to put a show that they're gonna be like, yes, okay, this is a good one, because this one is not all that. And I'm guessing the next episode is going to be the last episode, because then they're going to give us Bad But Only. And at this point, I'm ready to see Bad But Only and the rest of Mean Girls. But this is a no. The next time y'all do a love show, please don't invite Ivory. Please don't invite Ant. And please don't invite Landon. Simple. Because I'm sick of all these. And Joyce. Don't invite Joyce either. I'm tired of all these storylines. Now, let's start off with all them arguing at the table. First things first, let me go and get Swag out of the way. Is him saying, if I get touched with anything, we're gonna have a problem. You are a cast member. You are not a producer right now. Y'all want to be cast so bad to cast start acting like cast around y'all. If I get touched with anything, if you get touched with something, they can't fight you. So what? Then you go into your producer bag? No. And that's why I said all y'all don't need to be on these shows, because y'all want to go in a producer bag, then be a cast. Like, no. It's either or. And right now you're a cast. So if they would have threw water or threw that fan, if you would have got clicked, it would have been nothing. You'd have had to run your fade or say something about it. Okay, Pootie, Cashy checked you immediately. He said, you're not going to do what you want to do. And I told you you're not going to do that. And I'm glad that you admitted that the jumping was wrong, because why are you having Landon's back like that? Like, be for real. But he definitely checked you. And you definitely had nothing else to say. And it is given in this moment that you're picking and choosing. And Cashy can be an adult, and it's not that deep to him because he whooped Pootie. Simple. So he can be an adult. He can just talk it out, because he know Pootie's not finna jump over that table at him. He know Pootie not finna hit him or anything like that. So he can talk everything out, because he know he won the fight. And they do pick and choose. Absolutely. Because everybody know not to mess with Cashy. Simple. So they are picking and choosing, but I will say this too. And, you know, as much as he say he can't get no work, all this, all that, these people don't feel sorry for you, because once again, you're choosing to keep coming on a network that you know is a fighting network, and not only that, you do be talking. But I would say you be pointing out the facts too, though. No shade, you do be pointing out the facts. You do be pointing out the facts, and you know that you a target. So my thing is this: if I know I'm a target, and I see that I'm just not a great fighter like that, why would I keep going back to a place where I know I'm not a good fighter? Most of the time they're going to be fighting, and people are going to pick me because they feel as though I can't fight. I don't know why you keep setting yourself up for failure like that, but this is definitely the Ant show. Like, seriously, honestly, we get Joyce and Ivory out the way. This has been the Ant show. Literally, it's been him the whole time, and I'm over it. Like, just because they've been dragging this out for so long, and I'm just like, I don't care. It's Chinks trying to be positive. Let's show love. Let's show love. Jay Galore not reading the room. So you gonna fight them again? Like, y'all gonna fight again, or like you're done? Like, what do you think? Are you gonna get back in the field or not? And I agree with Ann. I definitely agree. I agree wholeheartedly, because why the person that y'all see can't fight, I always got to get a fair one. Why I can't pick and choose when I want to fight? Why I can't just walk by and just throw juice on them or punch them or something like that? Why can't he? So I definitely understand where he coming from, because it is like with him, he gotta let production and everybody know, hey, I want to get my fight in for him to fight. But they could just come in his room and get on that. So I definitely understand where he's coming from. I understand Sway's speech, but also I think wrong timing. You are a cast member currently. You are not a producer. You ain't nobody daddy. I understand you are trying to let him know that in your mind that he should have went about it this way or whatever the case is. But honestly, in my opinion, I think that you should have held this conversation to yourself and talked to him about this in the background instead of trying to have an audience. Because, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I think wrong place, wrong time. He's not able to receive your message because it do look like you trying to make it seem like he a punk, basically. That's what I need to get at. Like I said, wrong place, wrong time. You should have had that conversation with him in private. He's not finna receive what you're saying, because it do seem like you're singling him out in this monologue that you want to give him. Like you said, he grown. Let him do what he want to do. So Swag starts to get upset because Ant calls him out for saying, like, you set him up for failure or whatever the case was. And, they start going back and forth. Shaba is trying to calm the situation down because she like, she don't want it to lead to nothing else. And Swag says, I'm not gonna touch him. It's not that I'm not gonna touch him. It's I know he not gonna touch me. See, still in producer role. And of course, Ant was not gonna touch him. We've obviously seen girl, can I talk? Ant being manhandled, by all the men here. We obviously see that. Every male in here be manhandling him except Chinks. So he ends up bringing Landon in there. Okay. Once again, like I said, Swag is proving his point, but I don't think that this should have been a scene, because in my opinion, he know that the show is revolving around, and he's done so many shows that he understands, like, hey, everybody gonna get their camera time, and a lot of them getting their camera time on Ant. So the fact that, he's continuing to tell the story and being like, I said this and I told them that they was busters for doing that, I get it, but like I said, I just don't believe that it should have been on camera. And if you was gonna say something to him as a cast member, you should have pulled him to the side where it's just you and him, just more man to man. For me, it's just like, it seemed like you trying to embarrass him, and that might not be your intentions, but it's so many people around y'all all y'all see him that he's getting beat up, and with that, I think that he should have been a little more understanding of why Ant was giving him pushback. And Ant jumped off the stage because Maul jumped off the stage, obviously, but they went for the weaker link, which was Ant. Now, I forgot all about the reunion, so if I'm missing a detail, just let me know. But if I'm not mistaken, the bad blood between Landon and Maul was way before. Well, no. Maybe it was for the girl. I don't know. Girl, I don't know. Nor do I care. Anyways, but it seems as though Landon was picking and choosing, and he picked Ant instead of Maul because he know Maul rocked out on him before. Now, if my timeline not right, baby, just oh well. It's him saying that Ant do not have the hands to back up his mouth and said, no. We're not gonna make up a narrative. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Cause baby, you know you can't fight. And I agree, he don't run enough face to get better at fighting. Y'all do have him on Air Blue Moon. So when he come on here, it's giving like practice rounds for him. So he can't necessarily just continue to get better because every time he come on, it's been like a long period of time that he haven't had to practice. What's the beef with Shaba? Like, why Shaba keeps getting added into anything Ant got going on? Shaba ain't said nothing. Not nada. Now, I ain't gonna lie. A couple days ago, Shaba said that she needed to be on Young and Reckless. They need her. I'm like, girl, need who? These last 2 shows you did, it has not been given. We need her on our screen. No shade. But why do y'all keep adding Shaba in there? Like, let the beef stay between the men. Shaba ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm really tired of y'all bringing her up. Like, she's not doing that. She's being quiet the whole time. Oh my gosh, I want to learn how to do the circles with the hookah. I was seeing Cashy do it. I tried it before, but my circles, girl, it was not giving circle. It was not giving circle. But I'm going to say this. Maybe y'all don't set the people up, but sometimes back in the day, it was very convenient how certain people who had beef with other people who weren't on the show were also at reunions. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And let me add this in there. And the person who was on the show did not know and was not informed that another person who was not on the show was coming to the reunion. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Simple. Like Ann said, picking and choosing. Because when Cashy jumped in it, everybody got quiet. Once he said, say something back, then all of a sudden, y'all got to figure out what y'all need to say. Y'all are picking and choosing. Y'all do not need that. Y'all do not want that. Landon's scary. He don't want Cashy to knock him between the washer and dryer. Pootie already got knocked between the washer and dryer, so he know that, hey, I don't need that again. So, no, y'all are picking and choosing. Like, y'all definitely are. Now, with Swag saying that he's going to watch whatever Ann is on, I think is delusional. Ann is like mid-tier, low-tier entertainment for me. I definitely don't really be caring for the Ant show. It's very boring. I'm not gonna lie, Landon, and this is only for you. I think, when you're reading somebody, you need to check your facial expression. The buck eyes, the lips being drawn out, the teeth being front and center. It's giving Bugs Bunny. Okay, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Because you handsome. You bad to the bone. But when you start giving that facial expression, it just be giving bone. Not bad. Okay? So, yeah. No tea, no shade. I'm for real. Handsome guy. But when them lips starting to roll and them teeth starting to jump out and them eyes start getting bugged, I be like, whoa, get away from Landon, baby. So Ant then goes over to Swag, like, so I'm just not supposed to say that, like, second guessing himself. And that's what I mean. Obviously, just in my opinion, I could be wrong. I feel as though, like I said before, Swag should have had that conversation with Ant off the TV, because if y'all paying him to do what he doing, just let him do what he doing. If you felt like he can't fight and anything else you said, talk to him about that in private, because now he feeling as though he can't even do his job, or maybe obviously we know he can't fight, but he like, maybe I really can't fight. Like, well, I don't supposed to argue with them. Like, the fact that he's second guessing himself now, I've been over it, but now I'm like really over it. And like I said before, I just feel like you shouldn't say that. So then Swag like, oh no, I'm not gonna tell you to not talk your talk. But mind you, again, he in his producer bag. He want to be in the camera, but not in the drama. But he still want to produce the show. So yeah, he gonna tell you to argue back because that's footage. That's, we're recording right now. We need you to do your job. Let me add this up in here too. I definitely believe if Cashy wasn't sitting right there, they would have flew off on end. Very much so, especially Landon. But I'm picking up when Cashy right there, ain't nobody jumping off on end. Even though Cashy not saying nothing. But obviously Cashy understands, and he's picking up like, oh, they really don't want it with me. They really don't want me to jump in. When I did jump in, they talking back and forth, but you ain't see them jump across his table and touch him or anything like that. So I definitely believe, like I said before, if Cashy wasn't sitting right there, Landon most likely and Pootie would have followed and got that with Ant. But because Cashy was sitting right there, Ant did not get touched. Simple. Okay. Even though all this be going on, where I think it's a key, I definitely do believe they be in Ant's DM. Ant is not no bad looking man. He is very nice looking. He can't fight, but he is nice looking, and I definitely have seen him on the Twitter. I definitely have seen him on the Twitter. I definitely believe, they be want to take a ride. I definitely believe, because he is a topper. Okay, so I definitely believe they be wanting that, needing that. So we go to a little game they playing, and Ant is in the hot seat. Like, I care, I don't care, I don't give a fuck. So he's in the hot seat. They end up asking him about him and Shaba's relationship. Once again, I don't care. He tells, basically nothing. But even before the show, him and Shaba was playing like they was together. So, okay. I really just don't care. And I definitely agree with Ann. I think more so people just want to know the business and be in your business, not necessarily care about you as a person, but definitely be in your business. But again, he put us in his business, and he finally had told us what we need to know. So that's why I'm kind of like bored with the episode, because y'all know we already know the truth about him and what he got going on. But at this point, like, okay, information already known. I really don't care. So I'm glad Cashy jumped in, because it was kind of like, oh my God, like, get off his, But I will say this. Because Ant is so hard with his jokes, I get why they're going so hard on him. But at the same time, I'm like, these are the same people who went through the process of like getting comfortable in their own skin, getting comfortable but with, the people that they like. So I get why y'all coming hard at him, because of how Ant goes so hard to be disrespectful. But at the same time, I'm like, y'all have all went through this process too, of like coming to terms with and living in y'all truth. So I feel as though, because of the topic at hand, y'all shouldn't be going as hard, because y'all understand the process that it took for somebody to be okay and walk in their truth. But I understand why y'all are going so hard at the person. Hopefully, y'all get what I'm talking about. Why do Pootie keep calling Cashy he Cashy? Y'all is not on Instagram. You are not adding him. His name is Cashy. Not he Cashy. Please. That is getting on my nerves. Now Pootie was in Ant DM. Oh, now this part should have been stirred. And Pootie jumping up is giving it's true. It's giving it's true. It's giving you wanted to see the big old glue. It's giving it's true. And then he go Cashy. Oh. Cause that's me. Not he want. Okay. Oh, then why you mad? Oh, okay. Pootie veins and everything is popping out of his neck. It's definitely true. I mean, I've never seen Pootie veins pop out of his neck, and y'all know Pootie is consistently crashing out. Pootie got like 18 veins in his neck that popped out. It's true, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, both of y'all about the same. You know, Landon and from what I seen on Twitter, about the same. No, right, it's about the same. You know, it's about the same. I haven't seen it recently, but when I did see it, it was about the same. Question, Pootie, did you ever get that daddy? Did you get that daddy? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Let us know. I really want to know, do they even pay Chinks to show up and do any type of work? Chinks is over there at the buffet making him a plate while all this is going on. Do they pay him? Because I want to know. I just need to know. And if y'all are, what's the range? Shamar, please hush. So Aunt is basically telling y'all to read between the lines. And Shaba said it in her confessional, so once again, I don't care. He on the table with it, ate you down, ate you up, and that's what you get. Immediately, you see Landon, you see Landon move out the way. Landon ain't trying to help you, nothing. Ivory is irritating me. Why do you keep volunteering yourself in anything that they got going on? That is so annoying. Danye, get your girlfriend. Jazz, why is you throwing stuff at Cashy when your sister got into a man-on-man fight? You need to be telling your sister to get back before he throw her into the next week. Now, what if he didn't think that she was Ivory right then and he just hit her? Like, no. Your sister think that she the Hulk and you want to throw something at Cashy. Tell me something, it don't matter. What are you talking about? Who do y'all think y'all are? But see, that's my thing. Production has allowed Ivory to get too comfortable. Because Zeus would never. It's so funny because Joyce was not even in this episode like that. She just came and snatched Ivory wig. She ain't hit her or nothing. She just, give me that wig. Give me that wig since y'all want to rip my wig. I mean, Ivory flew. I've never seen Ivory run. She was gone. Danye right behind her. But security stopped her, and that was hilarious. And Cashy is not playing. He's like, I gotta get to my girl. No. It's just too chaotic. Now, Pootie, why you lie like that? You did not bust him in the face with no can, no nothing. By the time you jumped up through all that, they had him out of there, please. I do really want them to shut it down. I'm glad next week is the last episode because I really don't care no more. Is Ivory turning up on the security? And even if, she was trying to get in her room and they didn't necessarily know that was her room, I still feel as though it should be some type of respect. It should be some type of respect level when it comes to everybody, when it comes to security, production, and cast. Because what I see a lot of is people get out their body with certain people. Liz, same one who telling Ivory, please go in your room, was the same one who bucked up on Queen D. Mind you, Cash told her, don't touch me no more. Hey, watch out. She shut up. Once security was like, hold on. She was like, I ain't hear nothing Cash trying to say. Ivory over here telling her, y'all know what y'all signed up for. Y'all already know how I get. Instead of telling her like, hey, you're not finna argue with security. Where's that man who was just telling Aunt to sit down? Where is he? And I'm not necessarily saying that he needs to be as aggressive as he was with the men to her. But what I'm saying is it should be some type of mutual respect on everybody's hand. It should be really no reason why she just like going off on security like that. And one of y'all now telling her like, hey, we not doing that. Who? Don't talk to my security like that. You is not on the streets. You is not on the streets. Relax. I get it. He didn't know it was your room. It was a misunderstanding. It's the heat of the moment. Okay. But you calm down. Calm down. Because I'm not going to let him get out of body with you. And you're not going to get out of body with him. We're going to keep it respectful. It's a certain way to handle things. But you just standing there and allowing her to just say what she want to say. No, I wasn't. I'm no. And mind you, when Ivory threw piss on Mel, they were telling Mel, like, stop, 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 stop. They barely wanted Mel to get out a sentence. Mind you, the security who was over the door ended up falling asleep or something. Mind you, he's still employed. I've seen him. He did the reunion, and well, he did 2 reunions. I'm sure he even on here. The one with the locks. And they colorful. Him. Mel got all in his face. Da da da. They was telling her, Mel, we not doing that. Da da this. Da da that. Oh, what are you talking about? Da da this. Da da that. Ivory, the same one who continues to play in y'all face. And I just think production needs to straighten up. And like she said, everybody want to be a cast member. Oh, y'all want to be a cast member so bad. For production, I ain't gonna say security, but production be want to be cast so bad. Like, obviously, example, Swag, the cameraman, the white dude who was on Deja Vu. Like, y'all be want to be stars, and it's just like, do your job. Do your job. And then if you gonna be a cast, you should be able to get treated like cast. Simple. But yeah, that was my little rant. Because y'all know they be irritating me. Because they be picking and choosing. Once they see that you cannot get down with the get down, they will hoe you. And to an extent, it's one thing for cast to do it, but it's another for production to do it. You know, it's another thing for security to do it. It's just, overall, y'all pick and choose who y'all want to disrespect. And then it's Ivory telling her, like, coming at her, I'm gonna fire your security. And her, all right. I need one of y'all to be in front of her door. It's not my production. Cause didn't you just buck up at Queen D? With a different wig on? I don't think you had on glasses with that one. But you just bucked up at Queen D. You was tit to tit with her. With Ivory, all she get is all right. Interesting. Baby, he definitely was laid out like a starfish. And yeah, I was embarrassed for you. And nobody laughed because they were not trying to be disrespectful. And they probably were under the influence. But I'm telling you, when they got behind closed doors, they laughed hard. You know how when black people laugh, they get to hitting each other? They get to going down the wall? That's how hard they was laughing. Because I know when I first seen it, I was weak. I almost fell off the Stairmaster. I was laughing so hard. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. It's been the Ant show. It was very boring. I'm gonna be happy when this show wrap up. You know, they definitely had great parts, but just too many big personalities who couldn't just keep the show on what it needed. I know, you know, we want the drama, we do, but they just did too much for me. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye.